Hi students, welcome back. In this session, I am going to discuss a moderate difficulty level puzzle. And this session is going to be immensely beneficial for students who are preparing for almost all competitive exams in our country. As all of you know students, in almost every competitive examination, they are giving questions from puzzle and seating arrangement. As far as the number of questions is concerned, these two chapters are playing a vital role and a lion's share is also there for these two chapters. That's the reason why you cannot avoid these chapters. Now, before starting this one students, I would like to advise you to watch my previous videos on YouTube on puzzle. Just visit my channel Chakravarthy sir on YouTube and go for all the puzzle videos I have uploaded. I have uploaded many puzzle videos where I have discussed some basics. Even in this session also, I start with some basics. We will brush it up because the method should be clear students. I have given one fantastic method, that is elimination process. Any puzzle, whatever it may be, can be solved with the help of this elimination process. Let's brush it up, then start the question as it is. Okay, see, the method says like this. First, you need to read the base data which is given in the puzzle. Generally, most of the puzzles you get the base data. Base data means they describe that, like 7 persons are there from 7 cities or 8 cities, or relationship among them, then comparison, whatever it may be. First, read the base data and try to decide how many columns are required to start the puzzle. The how many columns are required is based on the parameters, number of parameters. Now, what do you mean by parameter? Suppose they have given 8 persons are there from 8 cities. 8 persons, 1 parameter. 8 cities, 1 parameter. 8 colors or comparison among them or relationship among them. Depending upon the number of parameters, you need to decide the number of columns. Generally, if they give 5 parameters, then column number should be equal to 5. Suppose persons 1 column, cities 1 column, colors 1 column, in that way. First to decide that one, how many columns are required. Second one is elimination process. How is that? Always keep the positive information on the right side of the column, negative on the left side of the column. For example, you started with the name of the persons. A, B, C, D, E, F names are given. And one data are given like this. A is a doctor. Positive information, keep on the right side. Suppose B is not a doctor, keep it on the left side. Second thing. Okay. Third one is correlating one information with the other one. That's very important. One clue with the other clue. While correlating one clue with the other clue, you need to find out the hidden information inside that one. That plays a vital role. You have to find out the hidden information and keep that one on the chart, either right side or left side. And finally, while reading the information, each and every word is important for you. Sometimes even punctuation marks can change the meaning of the sentence. For that reason, be very specific, to the point, and while reading only try to find out the hidden data in the given clues and go accordingly. This is the basic one, students, right? Before solving any puzzle, keep this in your mind and solve the puzzle. Okay, now come to this question, how they have given. Simply base data you take first. What is that? 5 women, Madhu, Kanchan, Chandani, Sheila and Rekha, are married to doctor, naval officer, lawyer, sales manager and engineer. Then the ladies are accountant, teacher, doctor by profession, while 2 are housewives. What did you understand from this? Always read in this way. Simply I can conclude that they have given data on 3 parameters. Name of the woman, then self-profession by husband profession. So 3 parameters are there. 3 columns are required to solve the question. One thing is over. Let us start in this way. 3 columns are required. How to take these 3 columns? I am taking in this way. First name Madhu, then Kanchan, Chandani, Sheila and Rekha. Okay. Now keep the positive information on the right side, negative on the left side. So how to take this one? Let's take self-profession here followed by husband profession, or husband profession followed by self-profession as per your convenience. But one thing is important, always keep the positive information here, negative information here. This is negative. Negative here, positive here to the base column. First thing is over. Second one, students, I observed many students, what they do while reading the data, they just read that one casually. Don't read the information casually. While reading the information, try to go in depth of that. And your target is to find out the hidden data in the given clue. Now the base data you see, students, as far as professions are concerned, some clue they are giving indirectly. How they are giving? See the information one more time. Name of the woman they have given 5, followed by they are married to, observe the professions there, doctor, naval officer, lawyer, sales manager, engineer. 5 professions are over for male. For female, what they have given? Accountant, teacher, doctor and housewives they have given. Observe that one carefully, students. The doctor profession is there for female. One female is a doctor. Other way. One male is also a doctor. Yes or no? The students who identify this one in the first reading only, they will get the success at the earliest while solving the puzzle. Solving the puzzle, success means speed and accuracy. Initially focus on accuracy, automatically you will get the speed. Now what I understood here, doctor profession is there for one male and for one female. But we don't know who is that. Okay, one thing is sure that doctor profession should come for female one time, male one time. Where it is, I don't know. Got the clarity? This should be identified by you. Next, take the second one here, how they have given. Second means information number 1. What they have given, one husband. Now you see, the point is clear here. What is that? One husband and wife have the same profession. Now we got the idea? One husband and wife have the same profession. What is that profession? Doctor profession only. Alright, so here I write in this way. I cannot keep that one on the chart now because I don't know who is that one. Right, how they have given, one husband and wife have the same profession. Up to what extent I can say that profession is doctor. But I don't know where to keep that one on the chart. That's the reason why I'm just keeping on the other side of the chart, like doctor is equal to doctor. What do you mean by this one? If wife is a doctor, husband should be doctor. If wife is not a doctor, husband should not be a doctor, and vice versa. Now you got the clarity? You have to analyze in this way. Go for the next information. Madhu and Kanchan are neither housewives nor they are married to doctor or lawyer. Very, very important information, students. Here, pause the video first. Okay, and try to find out the hidden information given in that one. And to what extent I can utilize this information to solve this puzzle. That is the healthy way to go for the questions. Alright, so here Madhu and Kanchan are neither housewives. That means negative information I am taking on the left side. Madhu and Kanchan are neither housewives, not a housewife, not a housewife. Neither housewives, and again continuously they have given, nor they are married to doctor or lawyer. So Madhu is not married to doctor. Madhu's husband is not a doctor. Kanchan's husband is not a doctor. And Madhu's husband is not a lawyer. Kanchan's husband also not a lawyer. For your understanding, the encircled one is self-profession and these are husband's professions. See students, some students, not some, most of the students stop here only. They won't go further with the given clues. I am telling you repeatedly, if you read one information, try to squeeze it out. Try to extract that one to the maximum extent. Only then you are able to solve puzzles. Just pause the video and observe that one. Observe this information, students. It gives a lot of hidden data to us. What are the hidden data? Observe carefully. Here they are given one information. If wife is a doctor, husband should be doctor. Wife is not a doctor, why that lady's husband should not be a doctor. At the same time, they have given Madhu and Kanchan. Madhu's husband is not a doctor. Kanchan's husband is also not a doctor. Okay, now start with any one person, either Kanchan or Madhu, and try to correlate the information. Correlation is very, very important, right? Try to combine these two. How to combine this one? Now I am telling you, students. First pause the video and try to get the hidden information. After that, resume it and see. How is that one? See, Madhu's husband is not a doctor. Doctor and doctor should be wife and husband. What is the conclusion from this one? You can get one conclusion or one hidden data about the self-profession of Madhu. Observe carefully. Doctor and doctor is equal to doctor. If wife is a doctor, husband should be doctor. Madhu's husband is not a doctor. What's the meaning of this one? What's the conclusion? Madhu herself cannot be a doctor. Yes or no? Because they have given both wife and husband's profession should be doctor. But Madhu's husband is not a doctor. That means Madhu herself is also not the doctor. So I got this hidden information, right? So I am keeping this one on the left side because it is negative. Madhu herself cannot be doctor. Similarly, Kanchan's husband is not a doctor, but doctor equal to doctor. So Kanchan herself cannot be a doctor. As simple as this one. Yes or no? This is the way, students. Now you see, you can further squeeze out this information. Observe carefully, you just make it as a habit. Further you can squeeze it out. How can you squeeze it out? See this one, students. What are the professions they have given for female? Female they have given, how many doctors they have given? One doctor, one accountant. Then what's the other profession they have given? Accountant, doctor, teacher, and two housewives they have given. This way for female. For male, what they have given, of course we'll discuss male also. What is that one? Doctor, naval officer, lawyer, engineer, sales manager. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Okay. Now you can further squeeze out the information with the help of this one. How is that, students? You see, if you take Madhu, Madhu cannot be a housewife. This information is given by them. Cannot be a doctor. We found it. So she cannot be a housewife or doctor. Similarly, Kanchan cannot be a housewife and cannot be a doctor. If these two ladies cannot be doctors or cannot be housewives, then how many professions are left out? Two professions are left out. That is accountant and teacher. Remember, students, in reasoning, particularly critical or logical reasoning, one important finding is this one. Two persons are left out for two professions there. When two persons are here, two professions are there. That means these two professions should be mutually given. What do you mean by mutually given? Now, Madhu and Kanchan cannot be housewives or doctors. Only two things are required. Two things are left out. That is accountant and teacher. Mutually we must say, if Madhu is an accountant, Kanchan must be teacher. If Madhu is a teacher, Kanchan must be accountant. Yes or no? What's the hidden meaning again? One more meaning for this one is accountant and teacher must be accommodated for these two only. That means remaining three ladies cannot be accountants or teachers. Here also Sheila cannot be accountant or teacher. Rekha cannot be accountant or teacher. Because accountant and teacher, only these two places are left out for them. Mutually that can be distributed. How did I find it out? Because of this information. How did I get this information? Because of this and this combination. Yes or no? This is the best out of the best ways for puzzle. Now I have completely utilized second information there. Right, now go for the third information here. Third one, Sheila and Rekha are neither teacher nor accountant. Already I found it out. Sheila and Rekha. This one, neither teacher nor accountant. Already I found it out from the previous information. This information is redundant, superfluous, not required for me for this one. Okay, right. Further, go further here. Third one, neither teacher nor an accountant, and their husbands are neither engineer nor in Navy. This is the new information. So for these two, not an engineer, not a naval officer. Not an engineer, not a naval officer. What's the meaning of this one here? Sheila, not an accountant, not a teacher. Her husband is not an engineer, not a naval officer. That is same with the other person here. Next, what should be my next step? My next step should be whether am I able to correlate this information with the old one. But observe students here, directly or indirectly, I cannot correlate this one because the terms are different. That is the reason why keep the information here only. We should go for the next information without wasting time further. Previously, I could do that one because doctor here, again here. So, after correlating this one, I got these two. From this, I got these two. But that possibility is not there for this one because terms are different. So, leave it. Now, go for the next information, students. Next one, the sales manager is not Madhu's or Chandani's husband. His wife is an accountant. A fantastic information, this one. While reading only, you should get that spark. Okay, just pause the information here, student. Pause the video here. Alright, and take that information and try to utilize this information on the face of this. And try to find out the maximum clues from this one after correlating all the given information. Then resume the video and check whether you have done it right or wrong. Okay, now take the information here. Sales manager is not the husband of Madhu or Chandani. So, left side, because this is the negative information. Sales manager here, left side, even for Chandani also, no. But positive information they have given, sales manager is husband of the accountant. I cannot keep it on the right side because no clue is there. I am just keeping on the other side. Sales manager should be husband of whom here? Accountant. One more information. Very, very good information, this one. Now, just think a little while, students. If you compare this information with this or this, you may be benefited to some extent because here terms are same. Talking about sales manager, here and even here. One place positively and here it is negatively. Yes or no? How to take it further? Take any one person, students, right? I am just choosing the first person, Madhu. Listen very carefully, students. Madhu's husband is not the sales manager, but sales manager's wife should be accountant. What is the conclusion from that? Simple one, students, simple one. Sales manager's wife should be accountant and Madhu's husband is not a sales manager. Very simply we can say in this way, Madhu has only two options for her self-profession. What are the two options? Madhu can be either accountant or a teacher. Only two possibilities for her. If Madhu is an accountant, according to this information, her husband should be sales manager. Yes or no? If Madhu is an accountant, her husband should be sales manager. But very clearly they have given Madhu's husband is not a sales manager. What's the meaning of this one? Madhu cannot be the accountant. Very simple one. Madhu cannot be the accountant. Why Madhu cannot be accountant? Because Madhu, if she is an accountant, her husband should be sales manager. But they have given Madhu's husband is not a sales manager. So clearly Madhu cannot be the accountant. When she is not the accountant, she must be the teacher. Confirmed. Oh. When she is teacher, Kanchan cannot be teacher. She must be accountant. One thing is clear. But students, don't stop here. Don't stop here. You can go a little further also. How can you go further? Take the positive information here. Salesman's wife should be accountant. Okay. So here already this lady is accountant. So this lady must be wife of a salesman. So I need to keep a salesman here. So Kanchan's husband is salesman. How many salesmen are there in the given data? Only one. That means the remaining ladies, right? For the remaining ladies, husband's profession should not be salesman. Very simple one. So here for this lady, the husband is not a salesman. Here also not a salesman. This is how you need to crack the data. Just recollect this one, students, what we have done here. Very simply, we found out that Madhu is not an accountant because of this and this information. When she is not an accountant, she must be teacher. When she is teacher, she must be accountant. For accountant, husband is sales manager. Only one sales manager. For that reason, here, for this lady and this lady, sales manager is not the husband. Over. This is how you need to correlate the data. Now go for the next one. What they have given, Rekha is not a doctor. Over this one, students, almost this is end of this puzzle. What is this? Rekha is not a doctor. Negative information. Rekha is not a doctor. But always you should be in the question, students. What is that one? They are talking about the doctor here, negative side, right? But already we have one information about a doctor. What is that? Rekha is not a doctor. According to this information, doctor and a doctor should be wife and a husband. Yes or no? Wife and husband should be doctor. And clearly they have given Rekha is not a doctor. When Rekha is not a doctor, Rekha's husband is also not a doctor. Husband is also not a doctor. Now the puzzle is almost completed. How to go for this one? Now you see Rekha, for her profession, not an accountant, teacher or doctor. What's the left out one? Housewife. Now Rekha must be housewife. How many housewives are there? 2 housewives are there. That is the reason why we can't say she is not a housewife, she is not a housewife. Rather we can say between these two, one must be housewife. One must be the remaining profession, that is doctor. Yes sir. Now come back to this one here. Rekha's husband, not an engineer, not a naval officer, not a sales manager, not a doctor. Only one thing is left out. What's that one? Engineer, naval officer, sales manager, doctor. The left out one is lawyer. Now Rekha's husband should be lawyer. Right. How many lawyers are there in the group? Only one lawyer. So when that lawyer is accommodated here, for other ladies, husband should not be lawyer. Right? Here also not a lawyer, of course that is there. Now come back to this one here. For Sheila, husband, not an engineer, naval officer, sales manager, lawyer. Only one thing is left out. What is that one? Doctor. So her husband should be doctor. When doctor is equal to doctor, husband is doctor, herself must be doctor. Now here you see teacher, accountant, doctor, housewife. Only one thing is left out. One more, housewife. Alright. So almost I have utilized this clue here. Sometimes what they do, students, they just stop giving the information here only. They stop here itself. If they stop here only, you must conclude that these two should be taken as a sales manager over, doctor over and lawyer over. Sales manager, doctor and lawyer over. Either naval officer or engineer or naval officer. If they stop here only, if they have not given any further information. But students, for this question, they have given one more information. What is that one? Chandani is not a teacher and a teacher's husband is a naval officer. Right? Chandani is not a teacher. No need of this information also because already we found a teacher here. And teacher's husband is a naval officer. Now this should be naval officer. And the remaining one is each and every. You have to unravel the puzzle in this way. Isn't it simple for you students? See, deliberately I have chosen this question. This question is of moderate difficulty level. But still why I have chosen this one to explain you the method, students. The method is important. Always go by the elimination process. If you practice the questions based on elimination process like this, definitely you are going to get success in any examination, provided you should practice more number of puzzles. I am telling you students, you will get like magical results if you follow the elimination process. Any puzzle and every puzzle can be solved. In my regular course, as all of you know, I am offering video classes in two modes, that is online and pen drive. Recently we have discontinued the SD card mode. Now we are having online and pen drive. I have uploaded almost 360 hours of lessons so far in all the chapters in reasoning, quant and English. Every chapter I started from the basic level, basic to moderate to advanced to very advanced level. Now we have more than 15,000 students across the country. They are getting immense benefit out of my classes. I kept the fee also very low. You please visit my website, that is chakravarthysir.com. If you are serious enough to do something, if you are determined to do something, just keep one target. Within a span of 1 year, I want to become a government servant. I want to get success in any government examination, maybe banks or SSC or any other examination, whatever it may be. Just follow the course. Definitely you are going to get success. Visit chakravarthysir.com. You will get all the information there. And one more thing, students, before concluding this one, some students are sending us some mails mentioning that, sir, we need only a specific chapter in reasoning, for example puzzles, or we need only data interpretation. Actually, we don't have that facility of giving only one topic. You can take total reasoning, or you can take total quantitative aptitude, subject wise you can take, but not chapters. But still I consider that one. If at all anybody wants to go for only limited access, you please call us or send a mail. You can find my mobile numbers there, my office numbers. You may ring us on 9515 986872 or 961870246. Our counselors will explain you. If any possibility is there, definitely we are going to help you in this regard also, because my intention is that every student should be benefited. Hope you must have understood this, right? Thank you very much, students.